Bikertv is brought to you by Parts Canada and Drag Specialties. We support the sport. Metzler ME880 Marathon, what Bikertv rides on. The Dealey Motorcycle Exhibition, Vancouver, BC. Welcome to Bikertv. By bikers, for bikers. This week on Bikertv, we're in Sicamoose, BC for the Parts Canada CMDRA Burnout Bash. We meet Dusty Klatt and the KTM Royal Distributing Team. We hit a killer bike night at the Melrose in Calgary, Alberta. But first, tech tips with Wally.
Hi, welcome to Bikertv Tech Tips with Wally. This week I thought we would talk about putting our bikes into storage. What we want to do is there's some things that we should take care of before we put them away that will ensure that when spring comes around again and we bring them out and we start to get the itch to go for a ride, that they'll be in the best possible condition that they can be in. There's some things we can also have a look at that will tell us if maybe we should get it into a dealership and get a little bit of work done on it in the wintertime when things are a bit slow. They have some more time to do it. First off, let's think about our fuel tank. A full fuel tank will have less of a chance of having any corrosion appear in it than a fuel tank that's maybe empty or half full. What you want to do, because fuel nowadays doesn't last that long before it starts to go bad on us, and it can actually corrode our tank if it has some moisture in it. This particular stabilizer I have right here is a Harley-Davidson product, and it has a corrosion inhibitor in it. And what you want to do is you want to mix this up with your fuel, or a product that's like it. This particular one will treat about 4 gallons of fuel, so probably a little more than you'll have on your bike. Okay, we've changed our fluids. We've got fresh fluids in the motorcycle. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to pull our spark plugs out. And have a look at the spark plugs while you've got them out. If it looks like they're due for some new ones, this would be a good time to put them in, or have some on hand to put in when you take the bike back out of storage in the springtime again. But what we're going to do once we have the spark plugs out, we're going to take an oil can with just clean engine oil in there, and we're going to give it 3 or 4 squirts of engine oil down the spark plug holes. Now, while your spark plugs are still out, so we don't have a lot of compression taking place, we're going to turn the engine over, 3 or 4 revolutions so that the pistons and the rings can distribute that oil on your cylinder walls. And what that's going to do, that's going to ensure that we don't have any corrosion taking place on the cylinder. Sometimes if the rings sit in one spot for a while, you can have some corrosion happening there, but if we put a little oil in there, we're not going to have to be too concerned about that. Once we've got our spark plugs back in, we'll move on the motorcycle. We'll have a look at our air cleaner, put it away with a nice clean or new air cleaner in there, so we don't have any problems with contaminants gumming up our air cleaner and sitting in there all winter. From the air cleaner, we're going to move back to the rear belt, and you want to really have a good close look at the belt at this time. Get your back wheel up in the air so you can turn the rear wheel over. Have a look at both the belt and your pulleys. Make sure that your pulleys are have not been damaged by rocks or sand or dirt, that sort of thing. Watch that the coating is not coming off the pulleys, and have a real close look at your belt. Watch if you have any rocks in the belt. If you've got a small rock in the center of your belt, take the rock out. It's not always a reason to replace your belt if you've got a small little rock near the center of the belt, but pay particular attention to the outside edges of it. If you've got a tear or a rock on the outside edge of the belt, it might be a good time right now to take it into your local dealer through the winter time, get a new belt put on, have them have a good look at your pulleys to see if you need new pulleys. Get them to change it over the winter. That way when your bike comes out in the spring, it's all ready to go. There's nothing worse than, oh man, here's the nice warm day, but I got to get my bike in and get a new pulley, a new belt put on it. I got to get some work done on it. Get it done through the winter when not quite as busy as normal, works better for both them and for you. While we've still got the battery in the bike, we want to make sure that all of our electrical components on the bike are working. So go through the whole system, make sure that your brake lights are working, your tail lights are working, your high-low beams, basically all of your electrical components are in good working order. Give your horn a little blow, make sure it's working. That way you don't have to worry about it. Hopefully in the spring when you bring it out, everything is ready to go for you. And once you've got it all cleaned up and you're ready to tuck it away for the winter, if you plan on putting a cover over the motorcycle, there's a few things to be aware of there. You want to make sure that the cover that you're putting on the bike will actually breathe a little bit, so we don't have moisture building up, on the motorcycle, which could lead to corrosion. Also, you want to make sure that it's going to have a nice soft surface on it, so you're not going to damage any of the paint or the finish of the bike. This maybe isn't the time to go down to your local hardware store and buy a tarp to throw over your bike. It's an expensive motorcycle. Put a good cover over it.
After the break, the Parts Canada CMDRA Burnout Bash.
It's the #1 training facility for motorcycle mechanics in Canada. The course here is amazing, the teachers are amazing, this is where it's at.
Dragon Jeans, what Bikertv rides in.
We have a big responsibility to move the freight every day. It's important that we do that as safely as possible. Challenger Motor Freight. Join our team and go the distance.
Choose one of our existing audio kits or design your own at hogtunes.com. Hogtunes, audio solutions for the great American cruiser.
Special thanks to Royal Distributing, clothing, parts, and accessories. Hip Cycle, expert Harley-Davidson service. Hog Haulers, don't leave home without your chrome. Creative Chaos Tattoo, not for the weak of heart. Dyno Tunes, Motorcycle Tuning Center. Closed captioning by Hog Tunes, audio solutions for the great American cruiser.
Well, everybody talks about it, right? It's a big event, so everybody wants to see it, right?
I think this is the second year that they've had it here in Sicamoose. We love it. It's great for the community.
Oh, Sicamoose is amazing, man. I can't believe you guys came down here and brought all these fantastic bikes, big crowds. What a great boom for our economy here in Sicamoose. This is just fantastic.
So do you ride?
I do so, you bet.
What do you ride?
2000 Road King Classic. Yeah, it's been an awesome bike. Yeah, never had any trouble with it at all.
So what do you think about the show here today so far?
Fabulous, amazing. I can't believe the skills of these riders. Yeah, especially on Guys doing the wheelies and front tire and stuff, and oh my God, yeah, unbelievable. Yeah, the crowds were just going nuts. Yeah, it was fantastic.
We're in Sicamoose, BC, and we put on the second annual CMDRA Sicamoose Burnout Bash and Nitro Party to kick off our race this weekend in Ashcroft, BC for the CMDRA. We've had stunt riders, we've had slow races, we've had burnout contests, we had guys blowing up tires and falling off their motorcycles. It has been a blast. We had two X Games ramp guys here that just came from the X Games 2 weeks ago, and they're here in Sicamoose, BC doing backflips, 75 feet in the air. It's been awesome. We're about to fire up two Top Fuel Harleys and go side by side right down the main street of Sicamoose.
Crazy.
Absolutely.
Having some guys go on nitro racing down a regular street, that's pretty cool.
How's it going?
Good, how you doing?
Good. What's your name?
Todd.
So I hear you did some burnouts earlier.
Well, I've done a few, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
But yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. Where are you from?
Sicamoose, Salmon Arm, moved to Salmon Arm. Yeah.
So what are you doing up here on the stage? What's going on?
We're trying to play some more.
You're gonna play?
We're trying. Don't know if it'll happen. Weather's not helping us out at all.
What's the name of your band?
We're Lead Painted Toys.
Lead Painted
Yeah,
Toys?
local band, yeah.
Lead Painted Toys?
Lead Painted Toys.
Like that?
Well, it's trying not to be dangerous. You know, it's a little dangerous, lead painted toys. You know, it's just, don't lick them.
Okay, don't lick them. Where you ride when you're doing your burnout today?
Dyna, Wide Glide, 2011. It was hardly even broke in. That's why I didn't want to do it, but they talked me into it.
There's pictures of it.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I was asking.
Yeah.
Tell me about it. What did you do to it?
Nothing.
No,
they were all bitching me out because I don't have big, loud enough pipes.
Oh, it's all stock then.
Yeah, it's just stock. I've only had it a year, so.
I just love coming and seeing everyone enjoying it, and watching the stunts has been really good.
Too bad the rain hit. I was kind of looking forward to both those nitros lighting her up, but kind of scary, you know, and a lot of money to go to waste if you lay her down, so too bad. Saw it last year though, it was amazing.
Yeah.
Just about blew my eardrums out, but I was a little too close.
Let's do a big round of applause. Big round.
Keep riding.
Keep riding.
Keep riding, absolutely, like everybody should be.
Royal Distributing Bike Night, after the break.
Laidlaw Carriers Tank Division. Join the winning team. Tank Industry Leaders. A professional company with professional drivers. Late model equipment. Local and regional hauling. Now hiring professional drivers. A great place to work. Laidlaw Carriers Tank Division.
Special thanks to Royal Distributing, clothing, parts, and accessories. Hip Cycle, expert Harley-Davidson service. Hog Haulers, don't leave home without your chrome. Creative Chaos Tattoo, not for the weak of heart. Dino Tunes, Motorcycle Tuning Center.
Call RS 2000. Saving Ontario truckers time and money. Call RS 2000.
Why pay more? Check us out. Royal Distributing, Canada's power sports leader. We have parts, accessories, and lots more for all makes of cruisers, V-twin, and metric. Canada's largest selection of helmets and clothing. Shop our website, shop by phone, or visit any one of our huge superstores. Why pay more? Check us out. Royal Distributing, Canada's power sports leader.
We're in Guelph, Ontario at Royal Distributing, Canada's power sports leader. Every Thursday in June and July, they have a bike night. This week, we're lucky to have the KTM Motocross guys. Also sponsored by Royal Distributing. Let's go check it out.
Last year I won the championship, so I get to run the #1 on my bike this year.
Okay, how long have you been riding for?
I've been riding ever since I was about 4 years old, so 20 years.
20 years. And so why did you pick KTM?
It just kind of came about on the off season. They had a good program and a bunch of good sponsors backing them. Royal Distributing, Red Bull, Fox, just all the guys, and everything just came together good, and I thought it'd be a good fit for me.
So where's like your hometown track? Where are you from?
I'm originally from out BC, but I moved out here with my wife in St. Thomas.
Sitting second in points, and I just won the last West Coast National, so going into Gopher Dunes on Saturday, trying to get another win and then try to get to the points lead. My dad actually raced street bikes and kind of got us into racing dirt bikes because he did that on the side, and my brother's 3 years older and he started before me obviously, and I just kind of followed in his footsteps. I'm 22 now. I started riding when I was 2.5. I've been racing since I've been 4. It's growing bigger, and you know, there's a whole women's national series on the West Coast and on the East Coast, so they got 3 rounds each, and you know, it's growing for them, and there's more and more girls every year, so it's good for the, you know, the whole sport in general.
We've got a strong team. Myself and Colton Fossiati, my teammate, and Jeremy, you know, we've won a lot of races and in the past, and we've brought that onto this bike this year. My family was definitely, by all means, not wealthy at all. My dad helped me in every way that he could to do it as a fun and just a hobby, racing, starting growing up and stuff. And this just turned into be what it is today. It was not planned. It's just something I fell in love with the more I did it. So here I am now, and I've won 4 championships now and 12 years of racing. So it's been good. I mean, we've had a little bit of a rough start this summer, but we've made some changes with the bike, and everything's looking good for coming into these last 5 rounds. So I'm looking forward to trying to get this bike up on top.
It's Royal Distributing Bike Night. Everybody comes.
Every Thursday?
Every Thursday, June and July.
So tell us a little bit about your bike.
It's a 95 Harley with an 81 Velorex sidecar on the side of it. I picked up the sidecar mostly to haul the kids around. My little one's too small to hang on the back. So Trip rides in the sidecar and Ryden rides on the back. And it helps to haul bikes around too that I got the bike rack.
I was gonna say.
I've been riding since I was 7, so yeah, 36 years. Forever it seems like I ride all winter.
You look hot today, Linda.
Thanks.
So tell me about your bike.
It's a Honda Shadow Ace, a 750. It's a 2003. I've had it for 3 years now, and I enjoy it a lot. It's a lot of fun. We like coming to bike night, you know, in the summertime. We live in Burlington, so it's a good ride for us, not too far, and it's fun coming out, checking all the bikes. It's a lot of fun. It's going to be a good night tonight.
We're from the States. Here in the neighborhood. No, we got a kid that lives in Guelph.
We are basically power sports. We do everything and anything for motorcycles, ATVs, motocross, snowmobiles, boats, you name it, right? Anything aftermarket parts, accessories, clothing, anything like that. So what we do is every Thursday in June and July, we have our bike nights, and basically we invite everyone to come here. We do a bunch of free prizes. We always have a charity barbecue. This week we have our KTM race team here. Just something fun, you know, some get out. And the cool thing about our bike nights that we like is it's every kind of bike you can imagine, as you guys have seen being here. I mean, you got your Harleys, but you got your full-on sport bikes, you know, and there's some Enduros, and everybody and every kind of bike gets together in one place, and they all kind of intermingle. It's pretty cool to see.
Where are you from?
Elmira.
Do you come to bike night often?
This is the first one this year for me. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Dad goes?
Yeah.
Yeah? So you got a favorite bike?
Any Kawasaki.
Well, he got rid of one. Now he's rebuilding a 72 CB 500.
Well, there you go. You get to rebuild one.
And then to get a
He
different
just
one.
got it running today.
The more you practice, the better you get. Just like they say, practice makes perfect. So take your time. It's an easy sport to get ahead of yourself. So it's also a dangerous one at that. So being cautious and making sure you're doing stuff right is going to be very important. And then you'll obviously learn a lot quicker doing it that way too.
Stick around. After the break, more Biker TV.
Laidlaw Carriers Tank Division. Join the winning team. Tank Industry Leaders. A professional company with professional drivers. Late model equipment. Local and regional hauling. Now hiring professional drivers. A great place to work. Laidlaw Carriers Tank Division.
It's the #1 training facility for motorcycle mechanics in Canada. The course here is amazing. The teachers are amazing. This is where it's at.
Dragon Jeans, what Biker TV rides in.
We have a big responsibility to move the freight every day. It's important that we do that as safely as possible. Challenger Motor Freight. Join our team and go the distance.
Choose one of our existing audio kits or design your own at hogtunes.com. Hogtunes, audio solutions for the great American cruiser.
Advanced welding techniques, training for success. Come see our new virtual training lab at advancedwelding.ca.
My company was down south before, and 3 or 4 times a week I could go to place, there'd be 100 to 1,000 bikes out. And we don't have that in Calgary, so I wanted to build some community. And so we started with Melrose. We do a lot of things together. We do some charity events. We do a children's hospital ride. And we started this Wednesday night thing. And we're getting, close to 100 people out now. As you can see, we get all different kinds of bikes here. And, it doesn't matter if you're on a Harley or not. It's mostly Harley, but everybody's welcome.
My bike is an 07 Suzuki Boulevard.
Okay, what about the paint job?
And it's my leopard print. I had to girly it up.
I
yeah.
like the leopard. Even your helmet.
Yep, it's all girlied up.
So how long you been riding for?
Just 3 years.
This is a 2000 Daytech Pro Street, 116 cubic inch motor, pushing about 135 horse. Won first place, Calgary World of Wheels 2011, and I also won first place of the two.
I've got everything in this thing. It's my baby. It's a 2008 Street Glide. So I've done the rim, I've done the breather, I've done the paint, I've done the bandana all myself, extended bags, pipes, Gatling gun exhaust, shoots flames, everything is done myself except for the paint. Blake from Cross-Eyed, he painted it. He's got aces and eights, it's my theme. He's a pretty good painter.
See on your shirt there, it says Rock Riders.
Yeah, this is a local riding club that we're a part of from Newfoundland. There's a bunch of Newfoundlanders, and we basically put the club together to raise money for C.A.V.
Okay.
So I had a niece that died at 24 with C.A.V., and we thought, well, what could we do to kind of honor her and support her? We decided to put a little riding club together, and we called it the Rock Riders. And we do a few little charity rides and a camp out and dances and stuff like that.
Built in Tennessee, and it's got a 502 big block Chevy. It's quite unique. There's only a couple hundred in the world with that big motor in it.
Oh, we could hear you coming down the road.
Yeah, Jay Leno's got one, and I got one, and there's a couple hundred other ones. So it's kind of cool. It attracts a lot of attention.
It's an ultra limited. I put a detached kit on it last year, so I can take the trunk on and off for my comfort, the clean look. Yeah. I'm on my way to Sturgis North tomorrow, so I have everything prepped and ready to go.
Ready to go?
Yeah.
And what about the purple paint job? You like purple?
I like purple.
Me too.
Yes. I had to put a little bling on it.
Oh, yeah, I see the rhinestones there.
I got the limited, so I have the heated grips.
Nice.
Cruise control, all the works. Yeah.
How long have you been riding for?
I've been riding street for about 8 years. Yeah, this is my 6th bike.
6th bike?
Yeah.
Check you out.
Yeah.
Good girl.
Yeah, I started on dirt bikes, so
yeah,
it's just natural. Well, I actually live in Spruce Grove, west of Edmonton. I just drove in today.
Oh, on your way to Sturgis. Yeah. You did a stop in.
Yeah, so I know Yale and those guys, so yeah, a lot of fun.
Tell me about Yale Customs.
We kind of give people more options. Everybody wants to personalize their Harley, and we give them more options. We deal with pretty well everybody in the aftermarket world. I've been in it since 1970.
Next week on Biker TV, bikes, babes, and rock and roll. Simply the best of Canadian motorcycling. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you down the road on Biker TV.
Hunger, running wild and living free, riding high on that carousel. So my love